So my answer to them was that it's already too late. Not in the sense that you lose hope, but too late for you to ask such a question. Where were your sensibilities when they were growing up with that disregard for religious values? While when they were shown a picture of a new refrigerator or a hi-fi radio and things, they got excited, there was a glow in their eyes, and you enjoyed thoroughly. And you knew that they knew every model of a car, and when that car was built and what were the limitations and the capabilities of that car, and you took pride in that. And you knew all the time that they don't know anything about Hazrat Masih Maud teachings, and they never took pride in participating in Atfarul Ahmadiyya or Khudam al-Ahmadiyya, and no pain appeared in your eyes for them to notice. Then I told him, as I see things, when they showed good results in the school, they saw there was such a sense of triumph apparent on your face. And when they didn't speak of any Khudam al-Ahmadiyya or Atfarul Ahmadiyya class in which they had participated, the lack of it did not bother you. So this is very important to note that children are intelligent beings. They are very intelligent beings, in fact, much more so than you realize. Children know the inner story of their parents, what they truly love and what they truly do not care for. So it happens, it works like a film, negative or positive. Sometimes positive is apparent and sometimes negative is apparent. But what happens is, if there is a negative in the heart and a positive on the face, the children would understand what is underneath, and they would always follow the true, real, hidden values of their parents. This is my experience. So apparently there is a negative is a reversal of the positive. So those who are taught in the traditions of Ahmadiyyat, sometimes their face values always remain loyal to the Ahmadiyyat which was taught to them by their parents. But their inner values have changed in the opposite direction. The children will not be influenced by the face values. The children will always be influenced by the inner, deeper values. If you have a heart in something, the children will know. This is what I mean by their being intelligent beings. They are so intelligent that they also analyze things in the home quietly, in a manner which you never notice. For instance, sometimes you tell lies to them to get rid of them. And you go on doing it for your own comfort and ease. When they grow old and you tell them not to tell lies, they understand, they say, we know better. It's okay to say to somebody, don't tell lies, but it's different to act. And we know when we were children, this is their inner self which speaks without words. They know that while they were children, their parents used to tell them to wait for this and I'm going to bring that to you, while he never meant to do it. The mother promised, all right, keep quiet, I'll do this and that to you, and I'll give that, provide that to you. And she doesn't, and the children know that she doesn't mean it. So after a few bitter experiences, the children know the value of truth and the value of falsehood. So when they grow up, this is the first deeper impression of the real character of their fathers or the parents, which guides them. And the superficial character becomes immaterial to the children. So I told that gentleman that this is what has been happening to your children. You are yourself deeply influenced by materialism, although you remain stuck to the religious values because it was not your choice. You had been brought up in a manner by your parents that it is too late in life for you to change your ways. So by tradition you follow that. And you were very happy when your children showed materialistic trends. Although verbally you would tell them, come, say prayer, do this and do that, but that was just a lip service to Islam. So things sometimes become too late. So before it is too late, you pay attention to your children, those who live in London in particular, because the toxic influence of London social system is very dangerous, even sometimes lethal to spirituality. So more so the parents should be concerned and pay more attention. As far as the Jamaat is concerned, one of the purposes of this European mission is to provide you with certain teaching, educating centers for your children. And inshallah, when things develop, it would be easier for you then, because part of your load would be transferred to the Jamaat in that case. But still, it is the first responsibility of the parents, not of the Jamaat. Once you have started them, give them a good start on a good in the right direction, then inshallah, I know the decree of Allah would take over. And the decree is this, that if the parents are really good and well-meaning, and if something very extraordinary does not happen to the children, then Allah sees to it that the parents do not suffer because the children have gone astray. Allah sees to it that they are kept on the right path. And sometimes, according to the Holy Quran, Allah is so mindful of the sensibilities of the parents in this regard that even after they have died, and Allah sees a child developing in the wrong direction, Allah brings an early death to that child to save that punishment to the parents who are already dead. How beautiful that anecdote is, which is related in the story of Hazrat Moses and his travels, and the philosophy of early death of some of the children. So Allah is so mindful, even if the parents are not there, if they truly want their children to be brought up, even after they have died, having abandoned their children at early age, one of the two things is surely to happen. Either those children would be brought up in the same traditions by Allah somehow or the other. Some other people would replace the good influence of the parents by other good influence. If not, then even that can happen. An early death would save the children from possible future destruction. So this is what I mean. You shouldn't be too late, because what regard you have for the upbringing of your children in the early childhood, that matters in the eyes of Allah. Even if you are not given time to see through the whole phenomena, the whole process of upbringing, Allah would see to it that it is carried on in the same direction. So I have to repeat again and again that it is the primary responsibility, the primary first initial responsibility of the parents. And whatever Jamaat does is additional. It is not the normal thing in religions to happen. Whichever religion provided you with such systems and tiers after tiers of the systems of upbringing like Ansarullah, Khudamul Ahmadiyya, Lajna Amaullah, Atfalul Ahmadiyya, things have been done so much for you that you are beginning to take it too easy for yourself. While in previous religions there are no signs of such things. So there are additional factors to help you, not for you to rely entirely upon these outside factors.